on the west coast of the United States. Um, you know, can't really sleep. Um, I'm gonna be probably talking about the World Cup a lot in this stream, but we'll just see what we're really talking about here. I mean, I'm down to talk about whatever, man. Um, opened up a second channel that I'll be getting active probably at the start of next month. Um, just a lot that I want to talk about in the gaming sphere of this world. I mean, I did a video on my channel about what was it earlier in the week, just talking about the Nintendo Direct that we saw and how, for JRPG fans, it was honestly a good direct for them. But just for me being a Nintendo fan, and I do like my share of like JRPGs and stuff like that. I do like my RPG games. I do like turn-based style games and all that. But a lot of the games that were shown, I really wasn't interested in. So, from that perspective, it's more or less like I just hope that we see going forward from Nintendo specifically, we just start seeing those third party, those AAA exclusives that they're known for. Um, but you know, having a really hard time tonight sleeping. Um, you know, over the past few nights, like I've had a lot of these dreams that have like really like fucked me up, and I don't really know how to like to get over them. Honestly, I mean it's really difficult. I mean, w- with the World Cup on, I mean like I'm finding I fell asleep during one of the games today, and I was really annoyed with it because, like, you know, y- I thought I would be a little bit more excited watching the World Cup, honestly. Like, the United States game was great. I mean, they beat Paraguay 4-1, and it was just great to see, like, the US actually perform well. It's the best I've seen them perform in a very long time. What's going on, bro? How you doing? And I just hope that the United States could actually do well in this World Cup, bro. Like I really do. Like I have them going out in the round of 16, honestly, but if they play like that and they perform well throughout, you never really know. Sweden won today 5-1. Ecuador lost to the Ivory Coast 1-0. What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? You're Capone? Are you Al Capone? But Ivory Coast lost or beat Ecuador 1-0. Holland and Japan draw 2-2. I'm Sebastian from Argentina. Hey, bro. Great to have a view from Argentina, man. How are you feeling about your guys' chances of winning the World Cup again? And America, Mexico is the best ever. I've never been to Mexico. I actually do want to go there one day. You think you guys win the World Cup again, bro? I mean, you guys, I have Argentina honestly going out in the semifinals, but it wouldn't surprise me if they do get to the final again, and maybe Messi could get that second World Cup title, bro. That'll be insane. It'll definitely solidify him as the greatest of all time. Go get the best snacks and foods in Mexico. Do I speak Spanish? No. I don't, but I understand my fair share of it. Hit the like button and subscribe also now if you don't mind and enjoy live streaming now with us. Thanks for watching now. Welcome here live on streaming now. Okay. I'll check out your channel, bro. But like the Mexico, man, I love my Mexican food, I can tell you that. What's the best snack down in Mexico, bro? Yeah, it's pretty late out here on the West Coast. I'm in California, So it's about 1:30 in the morning. Go Argentina. Where am I? I am in California, bro. In Northern California. Just having a hard time sleeping tonight, so I decided like to leave the house and come to my car and stream for a little bit. I don't know how long I'll be streaming for. If a lot of people do come in and start chatting and like just start talking and stuff, I might be on for a while, bro. Honestly. Everybody listen up. Listening, Mexico is the best. I love Mexico. Are you from Mexico or do you live in Mexico, man? But going back to the World Cup, Germany absolutely smashed Curacao 7-1, even though at one point it was 1-1. The in America right now, I'm in America but I'm Mexican. Well, nice having you here. I love my Mexican people though, I will tell you that. A lot of my friends are actually Mexican. But the World Cup, man, I mean, so far it's been all right. You know, the best performers obviously is the United States, probably Germany and Sweden right now. The best game of the World Cup has been that Japan and Netherlands game. That was insane to watch that game. But one of my gripes with the World Cup right now is if you're watching it in America on Fox or Fox Sports 1 or whatever, the amount of like we have the hydration breaks right now, but my problem with those hydration breaks is I'd rather stay on the field and watch what the players are doing and seeing what the coaches are actually or the managers are actually talking about rather than seeing pointless commercials about Lowe's or freaking like the car companies. Like I can care less about that. I'm just trying to stay on the pitch and see what's going on here, bro. Like I'm getting tired of these ads and I know with more games, it's more money, and the weather in Mexico and in the United States could get pretty hot at this time of the year. But again, it's like the games that are inside of the indoor stadiums. Do you really need a hydration break? No, it's just for money because Gianni Infantino is just a greedy motherfucker that just wants to continue to make money. And there's nothing wrong as a businessman to be making money where you can go make money. But the problem that I'm having is it's too much of the Sepp Blatter shit where Sepp Blatter, all he cared about was corruption. All he cared about was just making money at the detriment of the consumer and like for people that aren't watching it on the Spanish channels, at least for them, they've come out and said even on the broadcast that we're not gonna cut away and put ads on you guys' TV. We want to keep the tradition alive and look at these people and look at what the players and the managers are doing. So I'd rather just see that, but we all know that as the tournament goes deeper and deeper, you're gonna start seeing more ads, bro. You're gonna start seeing more commercials, and like that's what happens in American sports. Sadly, is that you take a timeout, you get four, five, six, seven, eight commercials in a row before you even get back to the action, and I'm not a fan of that, man. Like I've never been a fan of that, and it's why I don't really watch like the NFL as much anymore. It's why even during like the NBA finals and congratulations to the New York Knicks, absolutely freaking deserved it. Like the city of New York as a whole, the New York Knicks winning the NBA finals, bro, is probably one of the biggest things that we've seen in modern sports history. It's bigger than the Yankees winning a World Series, bro. It's bigger than the Cowboys even winning a Super Bowl or the Jets winning a Super Bowl, bro, or anything like that. The Mets winning the World Series. The New York Knicks winning an NBA championship is one of the biggest things we've seen in sports in the past 25 years. Like I will say that now. Maybe outside of Leicester City winning the Premier League in 2015-16, the New York Knicks winning an NBA championship. I never thought I would see that in my lifetime. I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. So I was fortunate enough to see four championships in my lifetime by that franchise because I never thought I would ever see them win one. But the New York Knicks and their fans, an absolutely deserve that championship. Jalen Brunson will now go down as probably the greatest New York Knick ever. Ever. Right? You need to replace the Statue of Liberty with Jalen Brunson. That's what you need to do. Like that's what you probably need to do. And it's like I said, it's a huge congratulations to the New York Knicks. I've always had a soft spot for them. I would always pick them in NBA 2K, like the my career stuff. I would always try to put myself on the Knicks because I want to see the city of New York, especially in the basketball like realm, win a championship. And I'm glad they did. I really am. Now, could they go on next year and go back to back? We will see because the Eastern Conference doesn't look like it's too strong, but the Western Conference, I do feel like the Warriors will be back in the title mix at some point, even though Steph only has maybe about 3, 4 more years of being at the top level in him. You know, you still have the Spurs who will probably end up being in the conversation. Oklahoma City, you got Denver, Houston will probably be in the mix and all that. But as of right now, my favorite to win it next year would probably be the Spurs because of how they lost the finals. Because I think they needed to go through that finals experience to actually understand what it takes to win a championship. The Knicks had dogs on their team, they had veterans on their team, and they had a coach that has won championships with the Golden State Warriors, and he knows how to get teams being on that coaching staff through a rigorous playoff campaign like that. So, again, congratulations to the New York Knicks. Absolutely deserves it. And honestly, I wouldn't mind them seeing repeat next season as NBA champions, but we'll see what happens in the Eastern Conference if Giannis stays with the Bucks or if he gets traded. You know, there's all this talk about where Giannis is gonna end up. I don't know where he's gonna end up, honestly. I saw some stuff earlier in the day about how he's gonna probably end up on the with like Boston. I don't believe that for a second. I don't think he wants to go to Boston. I feel like he wants to go to a city with a major market like Miami, maybe even the Knicks if they want to make a trade and blow up that team, which I don't think they would. The Warriors, in my opinion, as a Warriors fan, the Warriors should just trade what they can and just essentially trade whatever to go get Giannis to help Steph get another championship. But the one player I don't want to see on the Warriors is LeBron James. Don't you guys dare do that. If this was LeBron James 10 years ago, cool. Like I'd be cool with that. But not now. Not now. I don't want a 40-year-old, 42-year-old LeBron James on the Golden State Warriors. You'd pay him too much money for one, and two, I just don't think it would work. It's just me. I just don't think it would work. But where does Giannis end up, in my opinion? I think he stays in the Eastern Conference, but I just don't know where he goes at this point. I think he stays in the Eastern Conference. Um, but going back to the World Cup, I mean, it's been a good tournament so far, but I think one of my other problems with it is that with the 48 teams in the World Cup, I just feel like there's too many games. Like there's too many games to go through, too many games to like pay attention to. I mean, if you're gonna watch like the World Cup all day, like for me, right? I'm on the West Coast, so like generally these games are gonna start between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. And the last game, like last or the game on Saturday night between Australia and Turkey started at I think it was 8 or no 9 o'clock, and it didn't end till almost 11, and I was almost falling asleep watching that game. But, you know, as the knockout rounds come, it'll be a lot easier to watch these games, even though I'm at work a lot of the times during like the group stage. There's still a lot of like there's still a lot of optimism that this World Cup could go well with how some of these teams are playing. Now, are there teams in this tournament that shouldn't be there? I feel like if you qualified, you do deserve to be there. But at the same time, when you have teams like South Africa in there that are just capitulating, that are just playing the ball straight to Mexico, a Curacao, I'm happy they're there, but they got absolutely demolished in the second half. And they were down 3-1 at the half. But again, you're seeing the gulf in quality between Germany and them. It's pretty it makes you wonder if 48 teams is really like the move they should be doing going forward, or if it should just go back to a 32 team tournament. And I think 32 teams is more feasible, and it's just easier to manage, right? I mean, and especially with it being in three different countries, and you have the travel issues, you have the visa issues of some fans can't even get into their country. Referees can't even ref here, which I find absolutely ridiculous, honestly, because you can't host a tournament where you're supposed to bring the world together, and a lot of the fans can't even come and see their nations play because of visa issues. Like, a lot of these people probably do have valid visas, and like, I'm for that. If you have it, go ahead and come here and do what you got to do. Like, I want as many people in the stands as possible, but if you're looking at a few of these games, a lot of these stadiums do look empty at times. So maybe the next move in the next World Cup is to make sure that you have an ability for people that are traveling overseas, make the ticket prices more feasible for people to come and see them, because me myself, I'm not rich. I'm not any of that. I'm really not. But I would love to go to a World Cup game. I absolutely would. It would be a once in a lifetime experience. But when you have ticket prices of $700, $800, $900, and that's not even including the fees they tack on, yeah, it's going to be a problem. It'll be a problem, and especially if you're a foreigner and stuff like that, you're gonna have a problem seeing a lot of these games. Being able to travel out here because you're paying for your airline ticket, you're paying for the hotel, then you're probably paying for another airline ticket to go see them in like another state, or a part of Canada, a part of Mexico. It's like it's too much, man. And I think FIFA really needs to look at this and understand that it's supposed to be a world game. You're supposed to bring the everybody together here, and you can't be charging ridiculous prices. You just can't. So hopefully the rest of the World Cup does go smoothly. It does go well, because my fear is that the US may never get another chance to host the World Cup if it goes bad, right? With everything going on around the world right now, people do not like the United States. And I will say this, that I don't agree with what's going on around the world right now. I really don't, man. Like, I don't fuck with Donald Trump. I don't fuck with anything that he does, honestly, and I feel like he's gonna be the downfall of this country, and he has been for like the longest time. But I'm not trying to get into politics, because my view on politics, you know, I'm just really not trying to talk about it. But if I were to go into games, into like the gaming world and stuff like that, bro, I mean, we saw a few announcements come out over the past few days. I'm a huge Tomb Raider fan. I'm happy that game it finally has a release date, even though it said 2026 at the Game Awards. I'm happy that it's coming out February 12th, 2027. I'm really looking forward to that game. Obviously GTA 6 is a game that everybody is really trying to get their hands on. I still have this theory that it's going to be the first $100 game that we've seen, base game, not special edition or anything like that. I think it's going to be the first $100 base game because of the amount of money, and they're going to make their money back regardless because of microtransactions. Like, that's how I feel about that. GTA 6 is going to be a fantastic game. I don't think online will be available day one because I think Rockstar even knows that it's gonna crash on the first day, and you need to just have people play the campaign first, and then you release the online at a different time. But if they're confident enough to do it and they know their servers are gonna be able to hold, then shit, go ahead and do online day one. We'll see how many people actually play the story first before they hop online. Um, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. We got that remake announced, even though I want to speak on this. And like, I've seen a lot of people talk about this over the past few days about leaks and about certain people putting stuff out there about, you know, what's been worked on and all that. Honestly, here's my thing. I think the leak community period has absolutely tarnished any kind of expectation when it comes to surprises, right? We all heard about the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake for the past, I don't know, 4 or 5 years now, right? About if it's true, if it's not true, and the leak community period, like, one specific person, Nate the Hate, right? If people know who he is, he's a prominent leaker, a guy that gets his news, his from people that work within the industry, game developers, all that stuff, right? He was one of the first people to say that the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake is coming, and you guys will see something of it in the past Nintendo Direct. I feel like that specifically killed off any kind of hype for it. Not hype in like, oh, like, not hype as like we're not excited for it. It killed the surprise. What I feel like he could have done better here is, and I've had interactions with him in the past, talk like saying stuff to him about this before I started YouTube on Twitter. I would tell him straight up, it's like, I appreciate what you're doing as an insider, but the problem that I'm having with you is that you're giving out information to the people about what games are coming out, and you're almost killing the surprise of what is gonna come out. Like, if he would have said nothing about the Legend of Zelda and he said there's something Zelda related coming in this direct, it would have been a completely different story. If we didn't already hear leaks and rumors about it, it would have been one of the biggest surprises we've ever seen. Because me personally, I never played the original game. I never played the original game on the N64. Now, am I gonna pick up this remake? Absolutely, because over the years I've grown appreciation for playing Zelda. My first actual Zelda game I played was, what was it? Breath of the Wild, bro. Like, that was my first Zelda game I played, and I fell in love with the series then. Then I took my time to go back and go play a few of the other older titles, like Twilight Princess, like Wind Waker. I played those games. Those are fantastic games, right? And then I started to really appreciate the lore of Zelda because it's deep, it's personal, and it's very well written. And I can appreciate a game that takes its time in the storytelling aspect rather than the gameplay aspect. Because I have a big thing on storytelling in video games because I just don't want to play a game that it's just point and shoot, you know, it's it's all hack and slash. I want a story behind what I'm doing. So I'm happy that the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is coming out, like the remake, but I think the leak community in general, and this goes with Pokemon, this goes with other games that are coming out. I just have a huge problem with leaking stuff, and then you just have the whole thing killed off, like the new Pokemon games, Winds and Waves. We knew about the titles about that 2 months before, or in the Terra League, 2 months before we even saw the actual release date or like the actual trailer for it, and that killed any kind of hype. And we still don't know the region name. We still don't know the actual release date of that game, bro. So my whole thing is this: the leak community. I feel like it does need to actually calm down a little bit, and it does need to stop because I do feel like a lot of people want to be surprised more. Like Kingdom Hearts 4, nobody expected to see that in a Nintendo Direct, bro. And the fact that Nintendo was the first one to show it, and they get the day the rights to show that game off, and it's gonna launch day and date with the other systems, that is a big deal. And I'm not even a Kingdom Hearts fan like that. Will I be playing that game? I'll probably pick that up because it actually looks pretty good. I attempted to play 3, but I just wasn't interested in the gameplay. I'm a Final Fantasy guy, and we saw the trailer for that. That looks spectacular, bro. I'm a huge Final Fantasy 7 head. Like I love that game, man. I didn't play the original at first, but before I played remake, I got my hands on the original game, and it was amazing. One of my favorite games of all time. Then I got my hands on remake. Then I played Rebirth. I will be playing the next iteration of it, and I will say this: Tifa looks good, bro. Tifa looks good. Cloud looks good. Barrett looks good. Red 13 looks good, bro. Like all the characters look great, man. And they got the original portraits from the original game in there. It looks great. It looks really, really good. But yeah, I mean, again, I'm up just trying to get through my night. Can't really sleep. Um, you know, it happens. Oh man. Even though I'm yawning and I'm doing all that, like I actually just cannot sleep, bro. Shit sucks. But a lot of people came in here from Argentina, Mexico. That's pretty crazy, man. It is crazy how my like streams recently have been going out to a lot of people internationally. So I mean, like the purpose of my channel, in case people haven't been here before, I do talk a lot about soccer, football. That's what my channel is mainly for. But generally on streams on my phone, I will talk about other things, but it's why I made a second channel talking about games that I will be having up and running. Probably the first week of July. I need to get my channel set up still kind of for it, just getting a schedule down. Honestly, I think the most important thing about doing YouTube that I've like understood is you need to have a schedule, and you can't upload all the time because you want your videos to try to find itself in the algorithm for people to view. And like at first when I started doing this YouTube shit, I was doing a lot of shorts, but over the past month or so, I've really calmed down on the shorts, and I've just been doing streams, and I do videos every now and then. But my streams generally do have pretty good traction. So I don't know if I want to make this specific channel more of a live stream channel than rather than doing like regular videos. I think on my gaming channel I'll do more videos because I feel like people would rather watch videos on games and watch live streams when I'm talking about sports. I think that kind of balance works out a little bit more because when I do streams, generally I'm in my room and I'm on my laptop and I'm able to have, the tabs I need open. I can read I mean, I can read the chat here pretty well, honestly. But I just think I need to get my schedule down a little bit, a little better on this. Um, but I am working on it. I'm trying to be more consistent and be a bit better on how I present myself on here. I mean, I do have a lot of support from my family and from loved ones on this because they feel like I can actually do pretty well in this atmosphere. Even though there's people that come into my chat every now and then and like just speak nonsense. Um, I've done a lot better with ignoring it because at the end of the day, I'm putting my face onto my opinions and a lot of people just want to type away and have no substance to what they're actually saying. I've been on a journey now for about 2 months of not smoking weed. It's been very, very good, honestly. I'm feeling really good about myself mentally, physically, health wise. You know, is there stuff I need to work on myself? Yeah, absolutely. But everyone has stuff that they need to work on, right? But I'm feeling pretty good about where my health is right now, and I am expecting a kid at the end of the year in November on Thanksgiving actually too. Like what a holiday to have that, right? To have like my first kid. But I mean, it's gonna be a blessing. I can tell you that much. It's gonna be a blessing. It's gonna completely humble me even more than I've already been humbled. But you know, we've been trying to fight through the internal battles and stuff like that. Work's going pretty good, honestly. I mean, I'm doing a lot better with actually, you know, listening to my bosses and actually understanding like what they need from me. As I've gotten older, I've just learned that you really can't sit here and try to do stuff the way you want to at work. You have to listen to what the people are telling you because at the end of the day, people want to see you succeed rather than see you fall. And, one of my problems when I would be working is like I would just do shit the way I wanted to. And you really can't do that in a workplace because it's not professional and it's insubordination. And it's like you can't do that. And like right now I'm in line to get a promotion at the end of the year and a pretty nice pay raise because I've really just hunkered down on what I need to do. So, you know, that's pretty much how that's pretty much like what I've been working with the past few months. Started this channel about like I started uploading videos to this channel about well, I would say about 5 years ago. Because I did a video on the Smash Brothers community and about how like it needs to change and all that because it's just a very toxic community as a whole. And then I stopped uploading for a while and then eventually in November of this past year I uploaded my first official video about sports. Like my channel wasn't called No Filter Chelsea at first. It was called No Filter Sports, and then I wanted to talk specifically about Chelsea and stuff like that. And over the past what is it now, June? Past 6 to 7 months, I've really enjoyed doing like my content, really enjoyed um you know, being somewhat of a voice in that community, even though, my platform's not the biggest. I've had contact with the bigger YouTubers in that atmosphere, and they've seen my work, they've seen what I've been able to do, and they see me as being and they see like a lot of potential in me. And like I just need to be more consistent in like when I'm streaming and when I'm uploading videos and like what I'm talking about. You know, I have a stutter. I haven't really had that affect me at all really over the past like 8 almost 10 years now because I've grown to accept who I am and like I don't really care how people feel about it at all because it's my own battle that I fight with and nobody could ever experience how it feels to have it unless you have it. Give me one second. No, it's just a person pulling up. That's the one thing about being out here, you know, at almost 2 a.m. is like you really got to check your surroundings and make sure that you're good. But the one person watching, bro, I appreciate that you're still here, even though I've just been blabbering and shit. But yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff going through my head tonight, bro. Honestly, a lot of stuff going through my head. A lot of a lot of stuff, man. Eventually I want to be able to get monetized on this channel. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, like, eventually I want to get monetized on here. I want to be able to, you know, get my family out of where we're living currently and, really make it out there. I feel like, a lot of the issues I'm having on YouTube, and it's not really a confidence thing. It's more or less like if my content is entertaining enough to have people continuously stay here and watch, right? I mean, I have a deeper voice, so I don't know if a lot of people are like cool with hearing how deep like my voice is or whatever or anything like that, but it's like maybe I need to sound like a bit more enthusiastic, I guess, when I talk or whatever. But at the same time, I I can't let the confidence or I can't let like low views on my shit like affect me too much. I have almost 1100 subs on here, but it's more or less like I got to be able to create content that people are going to stay and make sure that my content can stay retained for or keep people retained in the videos for an extended period of time. Because when I do streaming on like my laptop, I also stream on Twitter every now and then too. And generally, I'll get about like 40 to 50 people on that, just like hearing me blabber about Chelsea, whatever, which I love to death. It's my favorite team, bro. You know, like I have a goal, I have a dream one day of wanting to. What is this person doing, bro? I don't even know what this person is doing. Like this person keeps on like backing up and like trying to go forward. And it's like I'm not leaving my car, bro. Like, I'm not leaving my car. Like, it's like, park your car, dude. Like like like, I don't understand this. Like, a lot of people, like, when they're, like, driving and stuff, or they're just being snoops, I just don't understand it. But it is, like I said, like, you gotta be careful when you're out here by yourself, essentially, at this time, because you never really know. So, but I've been streaming for about 40 minutes, just blabbering. Like, I don't know who's watching me right now, but whoever you are, man, I appreciate you. I really do. Um, Even if it's one viewer, 10,000 viewers, or no viewers, just want to be able to speak my mind on here. It's just one of those nights, bro, where I'm just having a really hard time, like, sleeping and stuff like that. Really having a hard time, trying to figure shit out. But whoever you are, the one person, I appreciate you watching. You've been in here basically the entire time. Um, I'm gonna get on out of here. Probably just go on my phone for a little bit. Try to see if I can get some rest somehow. Um, you know, we got to see what's going on. So I'm Jason. No filter, Chels. Like, comment, sub, share, do all that. I appreciate it. We'll see what's going on tomorrow at some point if I decide to stream. And yeah, peace out, bro.